Hello, my Angular friends. Um, so this is take two of episode 9. I couldn't figure it out. I was like coding and then recording and stuttering and getting all frustrated, and it was just bad TV. So I just said, never mind. The problem when I do that is I have to erase all my code to back it up to right where I was before, so there's continuosity for you guys watching. So hopefully I did that right. And then I had to watch my video 8 over to make sure I did it, get my head in the game. And that was like 2 days ago. But I just watched the video 8 just now to get my head in the game. So let's do this. Boom. Well, first let me talk about where we were at. Where we were at. Click. Oh, I'm on that. Click. Click this. We made it so. Didn't we make that so? Okay. Really quick. We're sending in a guess and we're sending in a peg. This.active guess. We're taking the data. This is from the service, the data service. It's there. It's there. The component, the constructor brings it in. Guess and peg. That's coming from there. In the HTML, we are sending the guess and the peg. There we got that there. We got that there. And that guess is coming from the. I might have gone to the services and changed that thing. Active guess 0, guess as, plural, HTML. We're sending this guess down to the child. This is what it's called here. This is what the child calls it, or vice versa. And there's one file I haven't seen. It's this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did, I think. Last time I was smart. I think I shouldn't have changed this. Right, 876543210. Let's see if that works now. It refreshes all by itself. I click you. Boom, 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 boom. I'm ready to hit submit. Well, okay. The submit button shouldn't haven't been showing until I click the fourth one first. Second of all, it does nothing. But when I click submit, it goes away. But before it goes away, it should A, grade this, which it's not going to do in this video, and B, put me over here. But until I do that, and I'm going to refresh this so I can point out a few more problems, I can make this green and this blue, and this yellow, and then I can make this yellow as well. But what if I want to make this back to, I don't want this to be anything. If I click it again, I want it to go back to being this color. It's like taking the peg out and thinking, nah, I just want to think about it. I mean, I could think about it while it sits there. Sometimes you're playing the real game, you don't want that to happen. So the first thing we're going to do, though, so that's everything we're going to cover in this video. The first thing we're going to do is make this submit not show up to begin with. So this submit, it's based on something that was in our answer component. Dink. The show button is true, makes only show this div, which is our button, if the show button, if this value is true. And in the TypeScript, it's true all the time. It is true until we actually click it, then it turns into false, and then it doesn't come back till fresh. So we want it to be initialized to false. So you think, well, just initialize it to false then. But the problem is, when this guy clicks his last one, ding, 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 bing, then it should show up. So clicking this from this component has an effect on that. So when you got something that's you're reaching it through two variables or through two components, I'm just going to put it into a service. So this right here, I'm going to just Command X to take it out. I'm going to go down to the service. It's right here. And I'm just going to put it right here. Command V. Show button is false. Now the answer, it has a problem now because it's talking about this, but it doesn't have it. Have we brought, okay, it needs it. It definitely needs it because I want this to become false, but it's part of the service now. So I think if I go to my guess right here, I can just take this line right here, Command C, back to over here, Enter Command V, and now there is this, we have a reference to the server. If I say data service, it knows what I'm talking about, but I don't have anything of that type. And I'm making a variable in this very weird place, but it's just how you do it. And I'm calling it DS, and it stands for data service. So if you're wondering why this is capitalized, for example, the way I think of this is not what the book tells you. This is a data type. I think of this as a data type, and this is the variable of this data type. You don't capitalize variables, but you do capitalize data types. And data types, a better word for data type might be a class. This is a class, and this is an instance of this class. But I think of it like, hey, if this is an integer and I need this is an x that is an integer, and I'm declaring something of that data type, but it's not what the book says. So now I have something called data service. So when I brought in the data service, remember I just added that show button to it. So now instead of saying this.show button, I'll say this.ds for the data service .show button, and the red goes away. Now in the HTML, this is no longer just show button, it is ds.show button. Okay, so that shouldn't have changed anything because it's still not showing up because we made it false. When will we make it true? Well, that is happening as we hit these guesses. Right now, let's just say if I hit it, it makes it true. Just to show you that it's there. This.ds.show btn, is that what I called it? Equals true. Just to show you that equals true. Okay, it just reset. Okay, it's not there. I'm going to click this and it is going to be there. Ding, there it is. And if I click it, it goes away. And if I click this, it comes back. By the way, I'm going to refresh this. What happens if I click this right now? It shouldn't do anything because it only should work if I have a selected color. But it works anyway. That's kind of a bug. So where would we fix that? I would say right here, because this is when I click it, and I want to say only do this if if we're on the right bar, and what did I? This dot ds dot selected color is not equal to, what is it equal to now? I think it's equal to nothing. So as long as it's not equal to nothing, let's try that. Did it refresh yet? There it goes. Okay, so if I click this now, nothing's happening. But if I select something, okay, I like it. Now I don't want this to show up yet. Also, remember we talked about being able to click this again and it goes away. Well, let's think of strategy. I'm going to think if I click this and the background color isn't the original background color, which is pretty much nothing. I mean, it's blue, but this thing was never given a color. So if the original background color is nothing, then give it this. But otherwise, let's think it through. So I'm going to make something that stores the current color. So I'm going to say let, and when I say let here, I'm doing it inside of this variable I'm about to create. Only exists inside of between this and that. It's the only place that this current color exists. Equals let current color equal basically this. And wish that wasn't so long. And if I log the current color, See, I don't say, got to say this dot current color. Well, it shouldn't say anything, should it? Because what's the current color? And I know you want to say it's blue, but what we're seeing is the thing behind it. This doesn't have a color. So if I click this, it printed. See, it printed something, but it's not my current color, but it didn't print anything because there is no current color. So if I put this here and click it again, well, you say, well, it's red now, but it printed this, then it turned it red. I'm saying if I click it again right now with the red on it, it says red. Okay, so I hope you understand what's happening there. If not, there's a rewind button. So we're going to use this little bit of information. So the current color, if it equals the selected color, let's think about it. If this dot, if the guess equals, okay, this part we know why that's there. This is if the selected color equals nothing. Then if it doesn't equal nothing, but we also have to say and how do I say and? There it is. And just for readability, I'm going to do this. I think I can do this. So I'm going to have this separated because it's going to be such a long statement. And the selected color, no, the current color is not equal to this dot ds dot selected color. Okay, am I thinking that right? Okay, we'll find out in a second. So, okay, that's still the functionality I want. I click this, that. If I click it again, well, it's printing it. What do I want it to do? Did it get into this if? It's kind of hard to tell, but here's what I'm going to do. Command X. I'm just going to put this there. If this doesn't reprint, then it didn't get into this if. Let's just make one. If the current color is not equal to the selected color. Refreshing again. If I click it again, what's it going to do? It's not doing anything. But can I put it here? What if I click it again? Okay. I think that worked. So I'm going to say else. We're just going to reset this to Zippo again. We're going to reset this. So if you didn't get into that, then set this to nothing. Is that all I got to do? I'm going to get rid of this console log. Delete. All right. I make you red. I click it, and I make you that. And now I make you red. Now I make you that. I like it. See, I make you red. I make you red. I click green. I make you green. I make you green. If I click this again, is it going to turn it to nothing? Yeah. Okay. That's the functionality I wanted. That's the part, by the way, that I had to do this whole thing over for. All right. Now, when it changes the color, I want to, because basically when there's 4 of these things colored, that's when this comes true. Right now we just have it true. No. I'll leave it there. I'll say if the colored counter, the colored peg counter, I'm going to call that colored peg counter, equals 4, then show the button. Command C, Command V. So you're probably thinking there is no such thing as a colored peg counter, and that's a very good point. So I'm going to Command C, and I'm going to say not inside of this, but inside of this. The color peg counter equals 0. Okay, it equals 0. Now I have to refer to it as this dot colored peg counter equals 4. When does it increment? Basically, when I click this, if everything is good, then this counts up. If this is equal to 4, then this counts down. But otherwise, this is when I erase one. When I erase one, it counts backwards. And if it counts backwards, I'm going to take one away. So the counter goes, if it gets to here, the counter is going to increment, and if it gets to here, the counter is going to decrement. Okay, there's one little bug here, I'm thinking, but I'll show it to you instead of fix it. Let's wait for it to pop up. 1, no, that's not good at all. That's definitely not good. What was that? I'm just gonna hit reset. Did it not update yet? 1, no, that's not good. If this dot color peg counter equals 4, then this is true. Oh, because I got this right here, making it true no matter what. Duh. Command S. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nice. 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was smart enough not to do that. See, that's not good. That's not good at all. So I think there's going to be 2 bugs, because watch this. Refresh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to Command C, Command V. No matter what, when this goes down, this will never be true. So let's just insist that it be false. We also had another problem of when, and I think this happened here. This says if the guess is equal to that, if this dot selected color is not equal to 0, and if the current color is not equal to this dot selected color. Well, if the current color is not equal to this dot selected color, it should only go up. So do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put a special if right here. If the current color is not equal to this dot selected color, then we're gonna take away the one we added. Can I do that? Let's see. Okay. You. Ah, my head hurts. I think that was because of this. Okay. So our little fix was more of a little not fix. So I honestly wasn't planning on fixing that bug right now. And I don't want to hoe and hum for a while. So I think I'm going to fix that next video. And I'll act like it just occurred to me. Well, maybe it will. But for now, did I do everything else I said I was going to do? No, I did not. Because when this button appears, 1, 2, 3, 4, if I hit it, I should be now able to click on these. That's right. That's what I said I'd do. So, where is that button? That button is in the answer. It's in the answer.html. It's the grade glass. Oh yeah, that's right. I've been doing this fat arrow stuff. I think I'm going to get rid of this howdy do. Is this the grade guess? Is that? Let's just double check our HTML. And when I click this, it does grade guess. Okay. When I click this, so when I click this, basically this thing here, this active guess, right here, it only initializes it to 0. When this thing starts, this is 0, but it changes. So I'm just going to change it right here. I want that to go away. Okay, so this has the data service. So this is all I got to do. This .ds .active Command C, because I can't remember things. Command V, active guess ++. Let's see if that really worked. If that worked, 1, 2, 3, 4, it shows up when I click this, because right now I can't click on these. Oh, well, that's a problem. Definitely a problem. Ooh, definitely a problem. What did I just hit a new tab? Where did it go? That was weird. That was kind of embarrassing. Localhost 4200. There you are. I'm going to hit Command Option I so we can see it. Have this up while we're doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just found a bug. When I click up here, it's making this disappear. But when I click this, submit, I'm saying that now I can click on this level. Boom, 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 boom. But can I click here? No. I mean, yes. I really thought I couldn't. I know why. All right. This is okay. Let's go to the guess this. We're not going to let it do, we have if this dot current guess blah blah blah. That's all very nice, but we're not even going to, we went to the else. There's an else you go to if you could break out of this. So we're going to put all of this in an if. I'll show you what I mean in a second. We're going to wrap all, oh, what did I just do? Tab. I want to indent all this stuff. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to hit Command right bracket. It's under the right squiggly, and it indents it all at once. The left backlit unindents it all at once. Okay. And what am I going to do? I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to hit Command X because I'm taking it out of that, and I'm going to hit Command V. And I'm going to, so this and I need to get rid of. Okay. So this part, this is if the guess row that I'm on isn't equal to the active guess row, then don't do anything. And this does not have an else. It just ends. This ends at. Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now when I hit this, it should not make that go away. I can hit this, and it goes away. I hit it, it comes back, goes away, comes back, goes away, and doesn't go away. Didn't I have a bug? Wasn't there a bug I was supposed to fix? Oh, wait. It should be there. It's not there right now. Okay, so there is a bug. I got distracted. That's not what I was testing. I knew that bug was there. Ding. 2, 3, 4 shows up. Click it. This does nothing, but I can click this. If I try clicking up here, nothing happens. 3, 4, it shows up. I can't click here now, but if I click this, now I can. All right, that's what I wanted it to do. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.